Go for it.
So I'm taking. This die rolls worse. Come on. Oh, for fuck's sake. My blood melodic literally kills me. Actually, no. Fuck, was I going to do it advanced? I was going to do it advanced, so it knocks me unconscious. My own blood melodic knocks me unconscious.
You knocked unconscious?
I was 4 hit points.
Conscious? Oh, shit.
What was I going to do?
Not that.
Oh, God. Is he still going to attack you?
So, first hit. You guys watch as Lorenzo takes, as Molly falls back and unconscious.
Real bad.
Lorenzo looks confused. His vision still kind of obscured with the blindness. So the first strike slams down into Molly's chest, the glaive, the blade actually sinking about 7 inches into the chest.
Okay.
Blood spatters out of your mouth. Lorenzo looks back over towards Keg.
He's bad.
And looks up at you, Bo, and says, "An example it is." Molly, in the brief moments of consciousness, what do you want to be your last words?
Oh, no.
Wait, can I say, wait?
No.
He's in it? It's done?
This is done.
Do you get a reaction? Do you have anything?
Maybe I can talk to him.
Molly, you have a brief moment as the consciousness and life leaves you. What are your last words?
With blood.
Oh, God.
As it kind of slams into his face. He goes, "Respect." And then twists the blade. The life leaves Molly.
Eyes never shut.
You didn't, like...
It's 20 or something.
Yeah. How do you want to do this?
Oh my god.
How would I like to do this? It's an explosive arrow.
Okay.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Okay.
Oh, no.
So.
Oh, no.
So.
Oh, no.
As you see it rush past a friend, you fire. And the bolt strikes towards it and
Third level.
detonates.
Oh, no.
You watch as portions of the incubus are scattered across the ceiling, the walls, the floor, just
I celebrate.
dripping down. You celebrate like, yeah! And all you see is like the body of Caduceus, which is thrown about 5 or 6 feet from the explosion, land on the ground, charred and dead.
No! I run forward
Okay.
and I cast Revivify.
You still have
I have a third level left because I have my
fucking
third
God.
fucking power.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, so combat's over. You go ahead and you pull out the diamond that you thankfully...
Got back.
Thankfully, that ogre didn't win that fight.
Oh,
or anybody
God.
else.
Thanks, Darren.
Is this a thing she has to roll for?
No.
It's so fast. It's within.
No,
yeah.
it's within 1 minute. So, as you see Caduceus burned, eyes partially open, the final breath escaped the body, kind of onto the stone. You rush forward, pull out the diamond.
Traveler, tell the Wild Mother that Caduceus needs help. And I place the diamond on his chest and I cast Revivify.
Okay. As you cast the spell, the diamond shatters in place into thousands of tiny, sparkling, glittering beads of light. They all kind of stop in place and float above him. As your hand's out in front, you see a second hand appear, spectral, green. And you see a cloaked arm around it as the traveler's hand is with you. And he pushes your hand forward into this series of sparkles, and it's warm to the touch, and you watch as they all gather around your hand. And for just an instant, you feel this presence, and you swear amongst the shadows. For a split second, you can see what looks to be this heavy tumbling hair and a matronly smile in the shadow above, but you blink and it's gone. And as you look down, the energy that's around your hand drifts into Caduceus's chest. You see all the sparkling bits of light kind of all going out, hundreds at a time, before all of them have transitioned into his body. There's a pause. And the voice in your ear, a familiar voice, says, "I'm proud of you."
Hey.
Am I even at 1 hit point? Or am I
You're
just
at 1 hit
stabilized?
point.
Oh.
That's nice.
Guys, is it over? Oh, that doesn't feel good. Oh.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I had the weirdest dream. Oh, that's stiff.
You'll never believe what I saw.
What did you see?
I saw your wild mother. She was looking over you and smiling.
I'm going to sleep. That's good. I'm thinking.
We should probably sleep. He needs some rest, though.
Oh.
I think we all need some rest, and I sit up.
Is it over? Yeah. Hey.
Hey, Caddyshack.
Wow.
You had this strange vision in the darkness. You saw fields, beautiful, distant. You saw ice-covered lands. You saw a fiery forge. You saw historical glimpses of different families out there scattered. A warm breeze blew through, and the breeze blew east, past the mountains, past the wastes. You feel like you're on the right path, and you can't explain it.
Well, that was invigorating. Let's take a few minutes.
Yeah.
I think.
But they are locked.
I'll try to pick one.
Go for it. Make a lockpicking check.
What is that?
What are you doing now?
I'm gonna try to pick it. I don't know what that means.
I write down
Check traps.
traps, brah.
What'd you roll?
19.
A 19.
We start
I got what you were like.
backing up from this.
Yeah, back up. We all back up.
Okay.
Caleb gesticulating madly, just trying to show explosions with his hands.
Okay. You. Ting. It doesn't unlock.
Oh.
I need you to make a Constitution saving.
8. No. 11.
Oh
Oh no.
It's gonna be like a Vexalia moment.
Hold on a second.
Oh.
Sorry, my apologies. There is no saving throw.
Oh.
You watch as Not is working at the box. There's that click sound, and there's this kind of bit of shadow that just kind of drifts off of the body as Not collapses.
Exactly same shit. Time is a flat circle.
The box also vanishes.
I drop down and start gently shaking.
No breath.
I scoop her up and start quietly going back up the stairs.
Yeah, we're gonna go back.
I'll follow.
Yeah,
Yep.
same.
All right. You guys back into the chamber. Back so soon?
Shut up.
Next room.
What is problems?
Spare the dying.
Is she sleeping?
Spare the dying.
It has no effect.
I mean,
I don't want to
it just is a.
Revivify,
It's a stability.
Yeah, it doesn't. There's nothing.
That's if they're at 0 hit points.
Oh,
Not is
not dead.
Dead.
Not.
Revivify, cast the Revivify.
okay, we go.
Do you
I have
the diamond?
Revivify. I have a thing. I'm gonna cast
You're
Revivify.
gonna do the revivify.
And you have
Yeah.
and you have the diamond.
And I have the diamond. Me and Caduceus both. He gave me one right before we came in.
Okay. A tense moment passes. This is inside the circle-bound chamber, correct?
You guys said to do it.
Yeah, we didn't fully say we were going back to the study, so sure, it's in the circle-bound chamber.
Up to you. You can take in the study if you want.
We can
I
make
don't-
it. We can
if
make
there's
it to the
time,
study. We'll
'cause we
we'll
need-
run.
it has
We'll
to be
run
under
through
a
so
minute.
because we
Has
gotta
been a minute,
concentrate.
so what would you do?
I would just drop and do it
Okay.
on circle-bound.
Yeah.
So,
I agree.
in the middle of this chamber, beyond where the containment circle is, you reach down,
Diamond is gone.
grasp the symbol of the traveler, and as you place the diamond onto the chest of Not's currently lifeless body, you see the diamond crumple black and turn to dust
No.
as the dust kind of drifts away, you see the hand of the traveler kind of catch it in the air and then place it onto the chest of Nott's body. The hand kind of gives one hard push on Nott's chest, and in that moment, you watch Nott's body come back to consciousness.
Check for traps.
That's what you were. That's what you were saying.
Yeah.
I didn't.
It's what
this.
we're
I don't know
every
what.
time.
Yeah. I.
Also, yeah. Look, we're in a terribly dangerous place. Maybe we just look for you, sir.
That's fine.
Check for traps all the time.
Okay.
The last thing you remember was like trying to unlock it, and then hearing like a word or a phrase said in your head, and you can't remember what it was. But that's the last thing you remember. It was strange.
Phrase.
Hello.
Okay. Okay.
You still want what you want?
Yes.
Well, don't do that.
Well, I'm sorry.
It's all right. It's all right. Glad to have you back.
Check for traps.
All right. All right. I will. I'm sorry.
Stun sucks.
And it's going to go ahead and
That sucks.
attack Fjord.
Oh, but that's not good.
It's not a crit.
Well, I only had one death save left, so yeah.
As the creature has its blade in its chest, kind of staring off to the side, it gives a look towards one of the spine guys who had climbed over the edge. It leaps down onto the ground, puts its hands on the blade, the Sword of Fathoms as well, and pushes down as it stabs all the way through Ford's chest. The breath leaves his mouth.
Whoops.
All right.
We got diamonds, right?
Beauregard,
Caleb, it's your turn.
you just became the captain.
Thinking of
So it hits Orly with its sword for... Orly's unconscious. And has 2 more attacks.
It's gonna kill Orly
It's a
too.
hit. So after it slices Orly, and Orly kind of falls on the ground, it jumps on top, takes the blade and jams it from the side of the shell through the armpit and inside Orly's torso, and it kind of, and then twists on the inside, and Orly just goes limp. And pulls the blade out. Gills kind of like
Have we ever
the
had
sides of its neck.
two
Two
kills?
deaths?
No. Like, and we're not even near done.
We haven't the deep
And
space.
then it reaches down. No, it does not. Grabs Ford by like the chest
Don't you fucking.
and is going to attempt to dimension door
counter spell.
Yes.
4th level.
and does not go anywhere. Well, no, because it is a 5th level spell because it's a warlock, so you do still have to roll.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause it's all 5th level slots as a warlock. So roll.
What am I doing here?
Rolling against.
You're rolling, and I
D10 plus this plus the spell's level. And it's my
so D10.
and I add my modifier, right?
Correct. Your intelligence modifier.
17.
He does not move. It goes ahead and you watch as this purple energy begins to rise. This kind of like dark ocean begins to swell up around the two of them, and as it releases the incantation to slam the ground, Caleb, flying up, sends his hands down, and this wave of this like net, the spiraling net of arcane runes kind of grapples around and shatters the growing doorway. Suddenly it's like looks up angrily at you.
Oh God.
It's gonna try and move.
Caduceus!
I'm going to walk over
I'm going to run over.
quickly.
This is why are you walking?
Gonna quickly cast Gentle Repose really quickly. It also expends the time limit on raising the target from the dead since day spent under the influence.
Wait,
of the
but
spell
why
don't
not
count
just
as
cast
time limit.
Revivify?
Quickly
I'm just
detecting
gonna-
magic. Do I see anything inside Ford?
2 rounds.
Yeah,
You do not see anything.
that's a bonus action.
I will say for the purposes of this, there is nothing is emanating an aura.
And then taking the diamond and pushing Revivify as quickly as possible.
Okay. So I've rolled this privately in the past, because I'd misremembered my own rules, so I'm going to have you, which is part of the intended design, to go ahead and roll a d20 for me and add your spellcasting modifier.
I'm going to be holding on to Fjord's hand.
Okay.
Does anybody else want to do anything in the time it took me to do that?
I'm going to reach over and try to cast the same thing on Orly, because I don't know how much time I have on Orly.
So you have a diamond as well? Too?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just going to keep
300
water.
gold.
Where's my spellcasting?
It's your wisdom modifier.
A wisdom modifier.
Last episode was land by Fjord, so I guess I'm sitting him up towards Jester.
And I'll take his other hand.
Okay.
Just have to hold on to him.
Wisdom modifier.
Come on, Caduceus.
Don't suck. Come on, don't be a dick. Okay, that's 11.
That's an 11.
With your modifier?
Why would...
Okay. Because Fjord had not previously died. That leaves the DC at a certain number. And so as you focus and pushing the diamond down towards where the most gaping wound is, you watch as it kind of slowly turns to dust within the wound and itself become almost a congealed, like grainy material into the exposed blood. There's a moment of pause before the divine energy you channel through the Wild Mother creates a mess of vines that begin to grow from the wound and wrap around his torso. As the vines begin to condense and create a small nest or cocoon above where the wound is, you watch as they turn bright green, then turn brown and die and wither. The leaves of the vines immediately crumbling and decaying to dust. And as they do, leaving the wound itself partially healed. And you pause for a moment, and you hear the breath begin to come back into the lungs.
Cure wounds level 3.
Go ahead and roll for that.
I reach down, I kiss Fjord on the forehead, and I immediately spin around and cast Revivify on Orly.
Okay, you may join the table again.
Is he technically unconscious?
Revivify?
Do I need to roll for Orly?
You do. So, in that moment, you reach over, holding on and wishing for the aid of the traveler. And you all, now that you've seen him, for a brief moment you can see as Jester, her small diminutive form on this massive deck of the ship, the storm battering around her, putting her hands on this large, shelled, unmoving, still creature. You see the green cloak momentarily engulf her before it vanishes when you blink. Not sure if it was there even to begin with. And what did you roll? 19. A 19. There's a moment of stillness before the chest inhales and the body begins to stir, and as it does, it kind of leans into one of the bagpipes, and you hear this before a hand kind of
that is sore.
Still propping Fjord up with bow. Just breathe slow.
Spin back around to Fjord.
Slow.
You alright? I mean, aside from no.
Yeah, no, I'm fine. Thank you.
It begins to curl down, and as it does, its arms kind of clutch inward. The flames begin to darken, and you see in the center of its core, the light gets brighter and brighter as it's like spinning core. As it releases an inferno in the space around it.
Oh no. Is that the babies and Mama and...
It's a 50-foot radius, so we'll see.
Oh boy,
That gets both of you.
Yep.
I mean, yes.
That
Oh god.
No.
Oh man.
just misses Marion, and it does give some cover to... No, I'm sorry, it just misses Yeza, and it does give cover, but it would still catch them.
Oh no.
You guys.
Oh god.
So,
Matt's out here killing kids.
Yes, they'll roll to save, right?
That's a lot of dice.
Yeah, he's picking up a lot of dice.
39 points of fire damage to everybody. Everybody make a dexterity saving throw. Marion rolls it. I'm rolling natural 20s like a fucking wasn't. Marion rolls a natural 20, and she is naturally half resistant. She only takes half of that. So Marion's up. They both have advantage because they're behind the side there. Luke does roll a 20 total. He's got a dexterous mom. So it does not.
Oh,
Even
boy.
with that, you hear Marion scream. That brings us to Veth. Does not get any reactions because it is slowed.
Oh, great. Well, then I'll keep going. I'll go to see if my son is still there.
You come around the corner and you can see Marion is holding Luke, who is currently lying still in her arms, skin badly burned.
So the Caduceus' heal did not affect.
Apparently it did not.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because his damage was so great that it knocked him immediately, so
No.
it didn't do anything.
If you take damage beyond a certain threshold in
Yep,
a
that's
single
right.
hit,
So we're gonna need to fix this when this
So
is done.
He's
Dead,
unrevivable.
Well, he's
I mean,
revivifiable.
I can do it when it's
unhealable.
quiet.
he is currently not moving, not breathing.
Oh my god. Jester! Caduceus! Somebody, I need help!
I run
now!
over.
I try running over and I fall down because my feet are burned to crispies.
Someone!
I see what's happening. I'm gonna immediately stabilize,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna pull out a diamond.
Stabilize in what
start-
way?
Oh, the
Well-
hold the stop the
The timer?
Yeah,
Gentle
stop the timer.
repose, whatever it is? Yeah,
What's
okay.
it called?
Gentle repose.
gentle
Oh.
repose. Pull out the diamond.
Can you do this?
I start the spell, and just the insects pour out and just start to cover, and the molds and the fungus just start to cover, and I'm just gonna sit.
How do you call the Wild Mother to aid you in this?
Wild Mother, it is not yet time for this one. His destiny has not been fulfilled. His time here is not over. I beg you, let him have another breath.
As you finish your final moment of prayer in that sentence, the breath that's still in your lungs exhales. As it leaves your mouth, you hope that breath finds its way into this child. The buzz of the insects fades. The moss and fungus begins to gray and crumble. And you just feel for anything. And you feel his chest rise and fall. And as the moss and fungus that began to encase his burned skin, causing Yeza instinctually to begin to grow nervous, but then stop as he trusts in the process. As it grays and crumbles away, you can see the skin restored. His eyes open. Mom?
I just hold him and kiss his eyes and kiss his nose.
A quick cure wounds and back up.
You're okay? Are you in pain?
Yeah, I heard a loud whooshing sound. And I'm not strong like you, Mom.
What are you talking about? Of course you're strong. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Luke. I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna keep holding him.
I'm just gonna hold you and just goes, it's okay, Mom. It's okay. You did save me. Lucian is going to go into his multi-attack of clawed wings. To you, Jester. Yeah, so 5 hits on you, 2 of which are natural 20.
Jester?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably dead.
Oh no.
We'll see.
Okay. First hit. Hellish Rebuke.
Respect. That is 32 points of slashing damage on the first hit.
Oh, so I don't get to do Hellish Rebuke because I'm already unconscious.
Sorry. Then we'll say the second hit is not a crit, which takes you to...
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah, so
I'm dead.
So
Jester's
the
dead.
first 3 hits, Jester is slain. You watch as the wings slash downward and impale Jester. She screams out as it lifts and throws her to the ground with a... The remaining attacks, which wouldn't have gone against you, now go to you. As the wings just go into this frenzy, impaling Jester and throwing her lifeless body to the ground, the other one just hacking into Yasha, and you just hear this laughter. As the flesh in the ground begins to slowly curl over the body of Jester. All right, that's going to end Lucian's turn. Yasha, you're up.
Whew. Okay. Right before I die, I'm gonna go, Archie! Oh my god, this is so fucking stressful. I am just going to float down and try to just stand over Jester and try to hold on to her.
The lattice.
The lattice are out.
It's going to go ahead and appear over here. The lattice is going to go ahead and target you, Beauregard. I need you to make an intelligence saving throw for me, please.
Okay.
Minus the number of eyes you
Jokes
have.
about I was gonna be the first one to die.
Minus
Caduceus is going to somehow be able to run 60 feet in a turn and get to you.
Okay. Grasping Essex forearm, I pull myself to standing, and I can see from my vantage point Jester's corpse. I scream her name, and I reach out my hand, and I will her to leave that space and appear next to Caduceus wherever he is.
Now, you cannot see where Caduceus is.
I was imagining her just disapparating and then just going next to him.
Right.
As you will.
You rolled pretty high. I'll say you don't get it quite to her, but because you cannot see where Caduceus is, you just kind of guess it, but she does appear, you assume, somewhere nearby.
Okay.
Caduceus, you do see her appear on the ground around the corner from you.
And I just scream in my mind at Lucian, "You're killing her, you're killing her, you love her, you're killing her," as a bonus action.
Yeah, man.
Revivify, right? Yeah, Revivify.
Dwarven for it.
So I'm going to burn a 4th level. So I'm going to, seeing Jester on the ground, I'm going to take a run at Jester, and I'm already got a diamond in hand already, and I'm just going to take my action to just shock her back to life. Cool. 14?
14. As you reach down with the diamond in hand, clutching it, those same vines curl up your hand and crush the diamond into dust, and as the dust falls from your hand, you reach down and touch Jester's bloody cold form, and those vines reach out and seem to glow against her body. The vines then curl black and turn to ash. You stand up, wondering why it didn't seem to work. Until you hear her inhale.
Fucking why every time? Get us!
Because time slows in those tense moments. Just you, Laura. Flashed back into consciousness, looking up towards the ceiling.
I feel it in my toes.
Well played, Matthew Mercer. Well
Christmas is all around
I
me.
have 1 hit point, I'm assuming.
You do. Both the clerics do. Lucian's gonna use his last 2 legendary actions to do 3 more claw strike attacks against. Now you're on the ground. And 31 to hit.
I don't think you need to roll damage. I'm out. I mean,
All right, well, we'll see.
I'm at 22 hit points.
We'll see. That is going to be 22 exactly.
So you're out.
It was my turn. Gone.
And so as one claw strikes Caleb on the ground, the blood spats from his mouth as he falls unconscious. The wing pulls up a second time, and 2 of the points just stick right through Caleb's chest and stomach. As they withdraw, the blood dripping from the tips, Caleb is left lifeless and still. Caleb Widowcast is lifeless on the ground.
I run over and cast Gentle Repose just to hold.
I run over next to Caduceus. We can do this together.
We can do this.
Caleb, you're gonna be okay.
I'm going to help.
Whatever.
Bring RT down and set him on Caleb's stomach. Be like, come on, man. You missed the whole fight. You gotta be here for Caleb.
As soon as you put your hands down, a second pair of hands, or now it would be a third pair of hands with you there, rests on top of both of yours as the green familiar cloak of Artagan, the Traveler, now meets the 2 of you atop your fallen friend. Says, terribly sorry, I tried. These mines were keeping me at bay. My apologies. Let us try them.
22?
Yeah. That should suffice. As all of your hands together press down, and as you pull your hands back, Caleb's chest expands with them, and breath enters his lungs once more.
Welcome back, Mr. Caleb.
You're okay.
Is it over?
I think so.
You did it!
Inside check.
I'm going to stumble over by the body and pull out my transmutus stone and place it on his chest and look around at everyone here. Why did we come this far if not for this?
Are we sure it won't bring Lucian back?
Some of them is gone. If he is still twisted, he will be alone. And we will be able to handle him. But what if? Why did we go so far and fight so hard? We would do this for any one of us.
Yes, of course. I think he's still in there.
I know he is.
You don't think that he's one of these golden motes of light that's being released?
Are you sure this is even wise to attempt?
Once you're a member of the mighty Nein, you're in. You should know that by now.
He's right. And right now, there's only 8 of us.
Caleb is going to set his hands on the transmuter stone, which is as big as an ostrich egg. And think of all the time and energy that went into making him able to destroy and tear down. And how good it feels to subvert that and turn it and use it to build and restore and heal. And I begin to summon up every ounce of learning and ability and skill and inspiration and imagination I have, and channel it into the stone. And fill it with the shared connection that everyone here has. And try to summon our friend back from the beyond.
The stone immediately begins to crack, and from within those exposed interior bits, a warm, light blue light begins to drift out across the sundered body of Lucian. The light begins to envelop the body. And there's a brief, tiny little light in the cold eyes that's been snagged. The ritual has begun. Who would be the first to step up?
Caleb looks to Yasha.
Oh my god, oh god. After we went back, I take out his jacket and smell it, and I sort of lay it over him. And I get really close and sort of kneel by his face. Please come back to us. I've missed you so much. I don't really know what to say or how you're supposed to do this, but all I want is for you to be here right now and be whole. I just lean down and give him a kiss on the cheek. 15.
As you pull away from kissing the cheek, the blue glow around the body, as the magic begins to set in, you see the two slightly offset sides come together, and the wound becomes just a line. Who wants to make the next offering?
I will step up. I'm gonna pull out the tarot card deck. And I'm gonna kneel down. If you're at his head, I'll kneel down on his left-hand side and face him, and I'm gonna say, so I took the cards and I've added a few to it. And I think you're going to be super impressed with everything I've been doing. But I still need you here to teach me everything, because I'm kind of bullshitting, Molly. I don't really know what I'm doing, so... if you could, like, come back and be my sensei, I'd really appreciate that. Thank you. 17?
17. Okay. The blue light pulses and glows. The spell is still in effect. Would you like to make the last offering?
Third time is the charm. Empty no longer, Mr. Tealeaf.
I step up
And I say, we couldn't save you the first time. We weren't strong enough. And that's not true any longer. And I take off the belt around my hands, and I lay one that I ripped and put over his third eye, and I take the second one and I just wad it and hold it against his heart, pressing what blood is left in there into the surface of his skin. And I say, it's time to remind me of how much of an asshole I am. Just holding the belt tightly to his body.
Okay.
16.
16. Okay. As the light gathers around the body, the magic attempting to reach out into whatever space holds the souls here in the astral sea, as so many go scattering outward now, to search for one, a fragment of one, or is it a whole one? If souls can grow from but a piece, to try and reverse the trajectory of that one, if it is indeed available.
Oh no!
I can't believe that just happened.
I get to re-roll ones.
Unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. The magic feels like it finds something. But maybe it's because it's just a fragment of the spirit. It's not strong enough to bring it back. It's not strong enough magic. And as the light fades, the body is restored. The wounds are cleaned. And there before you is the body you remember as Kingsley Tealeaf. Sans the red eyes, of course. But the spirit did not return.
He's lifeless.
He is.
But we know it's him.
At least we let him.
You know it's his body.
I lean down, kiss him on the forehead where he kissed me a long time ago, and push the sweaty hair out of his face. You are frustrating, but we will miss you.
There's nothing else to do. Caleb.
I tried.
Well, we can't leave him here.
No.
No. I mean, there's a hill next to a road that he should be buried at.
Or
Something even better.
I think I can do something better. If that's all right.
Here or later?
No, you can come home with me.
Yeah.
I start to place pieces of amber around his body.
His name was Kingsley Tealeaf. I mean, he's asking to be turned into dead people tea.
I'm going to very quietly.
Left. Now is the time.
In the corner, cast divine intervention. I'm just sort of curious.
Oh. Okay.
Please tell me what this means, because
no.
I'm tired.
Did you succeed? Did you just succeed again? Wow, the Wild Mother really loves him.
I mean, that's what you get for trusting a weasel.
What a pretty baller episode, Jester Lore.
You rolled a fucking 2%.
I did.
Rolled 2%.
You really did?
I did.
Holy fuck!
Oh my god, Wild Mother, please be with us right now.
Hold on.
And what are you?
Whatever it was, just put it back. I think they've earned it. Put it back.
I fucking love this game.
Did you fucking roll a 0-2? That's what happened? Holy shit.
Of all the fungus and moss that has grown through the decomposition, more plants begin to grow as well.
I can't deal with the emotional whiplash. I need my god. I'm exhausted.
Wait.
Sorry.
Vines and flowers and roots and ferns begin to bloom and blossom out of the ground surrounding his body. Begin to encase it in a way that's oddly familiar to one of you. You feel in this place of cold stillness, of death and vacancy, a warm breeze that smells sweet, with hints of ocean. The green turns to brown and pulls away. Your eyes open for the first time.
Bolts up and runs.
Wait, no! I chase after.
Stops.
"100 episodes or so later. Empty.
Molly. Molly Mock Tealeaf.
Empty.
No.
Love.
Magician. Tinker.
I'll cast Disguise Self and turn myself into a goblin.
I jump back.
Joy.
I go up and I hug him.
See. Rumor.
Just looks at the other two. Empty. And he goes and lies down.
Molly. I'm Yasha.
love. And I go over and give a big hug.
I give the biggest hug back.
Oh.
I look a little different, but everything else is still kind of the same. Except I fell in love. Beauregard.
Empty.
Molly. Unless I guess you feel like you want to change it, now's a good time.
You might need a new moniker. Empty. Home?
Yeah, we can go home. This is not home. I go over to Caduceus.
Yep. He's here still.
Yeah.
I didn't think that would work.
How did you do that?
I asked politely.
You're amazing.
Anybody can do it. It's really...
I can't. I tried.
No, give him some time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Caduceus.
Yeah.
You guys didn't get to meet.
I was letting you all have your moment.
No, please, by all means.
Following accents, I will not be responsible. Molly Mock, I guess, Mr. Tealeaf. Hello. How are you feeling? Empty? Yeah, he's as riveting as you all say.
He's normally way more entertaining than this, I promise.